Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Women's Basketball Network. I did a podcast a couple of years back on Azzi Fudd, Remember the Name. Now, I've been following Azzi for quite some time, following her career since she was in high school, and I knew that this young lady was going to be a very special basketball player. Knew that she was going to end up finally becoming one of those one-of-a-kind superstar caliber players. So I did a podcast on her, Remember the Name, Azzi Fudd. And I just want you to take a listen to this podcast that I did back in 2020 and just take a listen to what I had to say about Azzi Fudd. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. I hope everybody is having a great day. On today's show, we're going to be talking about one of the most elite women's basketball players that has emerged in a long time. I want y'all to remember this name, Azzi Fudd. Azzi Fudd is the number one girls basketball player in the class of 2021. She has been compared to Maya Moore. Now, she's a 5'11" point guard that attends St. John's College High School in Washington, D.C. Now, she is named after the great Jennifer Azzi, a WNBA legend and Olympic gold medalist. Now, Azzi is considered to be the next greatest women's basketball player who will ever play the game. Now, this young lady, she can just flat out play. She has got such a smooth jump shot. She's got mad handles, and y'all need to just check her out on YouTube. Now, this young lady, she can shoot with Steph Curry, and she's the player that every college basketball coach wants to have on their team. Now, she's one of a handful of girls basketball players to attend Steph Curry's basketball camp, and at that camp, she nearly won the three-point contest. Now, Azzi has already lunched with the Notre Dame coach in South Bend, and while walking back to meet her mom, she took a wrong turn only to bump into WNBA star and Irish alum Skylar Diggins-Smith. She sat in Brenda Frese's office, where she received her first college offer from the University of Maryland, and she was only in the 6th grade at the time. Now, she has had Coach Gino Auriemma of the UConn Huskies take notice as well. So if you don't know the name Azzi Fudd yet, you soon will. Now, she dropped 41 points in back-to-back games as a freshman. She's big, strong, and positionless, and she can defend. She has a true jump shot that's fluid and it's textbook. She can score at the rim and from mid-range. Now, she was a member of Team USA Under-17 national team in 2018 and 2019, as well as a member of Team USA Under-16 national team in 2017. But check this out. In 2019, she was named the Gatorade Girls Basketball Player of the Year after putting up averages of 26.3 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game, becoming the first sophomore ever to win that award. Now, she led her team to a 35-1 record and captured the District of Columbia State Athletic Association tournament title. Now, Azzi was born in Fairfax, Virginia, and her mom played at North Carolina State and at Georgetown, leading the Big East twice in scoring before being drafted by the Sacramento Monarchs in the 2001 WNBA draft. But her dad also played ball as well. Her dad played ball at American University. Now, as a sophomore at St. John's, unfortunately, Azzi suffered a serious knee injury during the USA basketball event, tearing her right ACL and MCL. Now, Azzi was playing at USA Basketball's Under-18 3-on-3 tournament in Colorado Springs, and it was on a Saturday, and she drove to the basket and absorbed some contact from the defender. Now, when she came back down off balance. Her foot slipped and her right knee buckled. I heard 3 different pops, Azzi said. I felt it right away. I've never felt so much pain in my entire life. While there was no immediate timetable for her recovery, the injury kept Azzi, the 2018-19 Gatorade National Player of the Year, out of competition for a significant portion of her junior season. When Azzi returned to the court in January of 2020, 9 months after tearing her right ACL and MCL, she admitted she was sometimes hesitant to pull up for open shots, but those fears soon evaporated. It just feels smoother, said Azzi, who finished the game with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. I've never been worried about my knees, but I just felt a little bit more like my old self every game I came back. Azzi said she feels 85% healthy and expects to be at full strength for the 2021 season. When Azzi found out that Kobe and Gigi Bryant were killed in a helicopter crash, she penned a heartfelt letter to them. Here's some of what it had to say. Dear Kobe and Gigi, I sent you a message letting you know that I would be in LA and asking if I could come to work out. And within hours, you responded asking for details of my trip so we could get a workout in. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that you would ever respond to me, let alone actually invite me to work out. When we landed in LA, you told me the Mambas were playing. I had heard a lot about Gigi and the girls, but I wanted to check it out for myself. I was shocked right away by how quiet and relaxed you were while coaching. With that, I was also impressed with all of the girls. I heard that they were newer to AAU, but that didn't stop them from being incredibly skilled and poised in a close game. After a good win, you walked right over and gave me and my mom huge hugs, making it seem like you knew us for years. You were just so normal. Then we got to the workouts. They were so detailed, structured, and high level. During the workout, you took the time to pick apart and fine-tune my moves on a level that not many other people can do, while Gigi, being my partner, helped me with learning some new moves. After the workouts, you hung out to chat with us like you were just an everyday normal dad. Gigi, the impact you left with me and so many other people at such a young age is incredible. It's hard to think that no one will be able to be touched by your big, beautiful smile, hear your infectious laugh, or get to experience your down-to-earth personality. I keep thinking about my first workout with you when I was struggling to get the footwork of your dad's signature shoulder shimmy to fade away. You had that move perfected. You had to help teach me how to get the footwork down. Your future was so bright. You would have had the best skill set and IQ out of anyone to have ever played the game. Your work ethic and determination were so high. For someone who had so much, you didn't need to have the kind of drive you had. I guess it was just ingrained. It was what you saw every day of your life. Your dad working to be the greatest at anything and everything he touched. I will carry that same spirit with me for the rest of my life. Kobe. People talk about generational players and how they are so rare. You were a generational person, and I don't think I'll ever meet anyone like you again. I looked up to you on the court and off the court as well. You meant so much to so many people. The lives that you touched and the people that you helped in your journey goes to show how amazing, how amazing and inspiring you were. I become speechless when I think about how you were Kobe Bryant. You could have acted however you wanted, but you chose to be someone who touched lives. After we worked out, you told my mom and I that we are part of the Mamba family now. It wasn't something you just said, just to say it. You meant it, and I felt it. I loved how you proved everyone wrong to show people that we are more than just athletes. Not many people realize this, but what you were doing for women's basketball was very moving. The way you coached your girls and the other high-level athletes you had, and your overall passion for the women's game was inspiring to the world. Now, that was a letter that Azzi penned after she heard about the death of Kobe and Gigi Bryant. So remember that name, Azzi Fudd. She is going to be one of the greatest players to ever play the game of women's basketball. Now, Azzi will be a senior this fall, but she has yet to commit to a college. So, Azzi, if you're listening, come on down and sign with the UConn Huskies. Now, folks, you all know that I am a big-time University of Connecticut women's basketball fan. So, Azzi, come on down and sign with the UConn Huskies. Now, I know that your best friend is Paige Beckers, and she's already signed to be there in the fall. So, the pieces are there for you and Paige to make history, and it would be awesome seeing the two of you as teammates winning 3 straight NCAA championships. So, Azzi, go on and make that commitment. Go on and become a UConn Husky. You guys can make history. You and Paige Buckets on the same team for 3 years. Man, would that be awesome. So, folks, thanks for hanging out with me. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, where you can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.